Namo Aditya. Good morning. Thanks for joining me for a daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The first mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I'm determined not to kill, not to let others kill, and not to condone any act of killing in the world, in my thinking, or in my way of life. For Dharma lessons, we're reading Catastrophe, Apostrophe by Ajahn Amaro. And this is a section on dependent origination, links 8 to 10, Tanha, Upadana, Bhava. The next three links are Tanha, Upadana, and Bhava. Tanha is craving, Upadana is clinging, and Bhava is becoming. That is a description of the outflowing intensity of the mind. There's a feeling of liking that grows into, ooh, that's really great, and then I'll have more of that. This happens very quickly. This is a description of the mind latching on to a particular sensation and then absorbing into it. It's like climbing onto a train and setting off from the station. This is where the experience of suffering really gets launched. In the second noble truth, the Buddha said that craving, tanha, is to be let go of. That connection between feeling and craving is accordingly seen as the key point, the weakest link in the chain. That is the link to keep attention upon, because once the momentum of obsession builds toward the desired object, it gets harder and harder to recognize what's going on, and thus harder to let go. The pattern of dependent origination thus describes how a feeling, a sensation, turns into a desire, some kind of self-centered craving. Then, how that desire around one particular sight or sound or sense object leads onto grasping. If an interest arises, the mind latches onto it. We see something. That produces a feeling of, that's beautiful. Then the eye is attracted towards it, and it says, I wouldn't mind having one of those. Then the absorption goes further to grasping. Well, I really would like to have that. It's a truly beautiful thing. Then there is a decision to act upon it. Well, no one is looking. Here it is, a nice little fruit just hanging off the tree. After all, it's only going to drop to the ground and go to waste. This is upadana. Grasping means going after something, taking hold of it. And bhava comes next. This is translated as becoming. It's a word that befuddled me for years and years. Becoming. Becoming. Becoming what? What is becoming? What is this talking about? It took me a long time to realize that becoming means the thrill of getting what you want. There will be more on this later. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be at peace. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you for joining me today.